Yeah, so like the the people who run the show were probably good at some pretty basic shop skills or advanced shop skills a long time ago, and then imparted it onto others, and then took their lifestyles a step further. I would go to some churches and they would say some things that weren't so flattering, and then now you have priests who do this and that. You would have to think that maybe the press and media, who controls the press and media, may have something to do with what priests end up doing, and why the church is made to look so insignificant that if you were practicing a valid, truthful form of Christianity, that might not fare so well or glean so well towards a certain religion that most obviously at the most upper levels controls everything that spins around the universe. And that you would know that these social media and these tech entrepreneurs, that you don't, I mean, it all appears to be American based, but you don't know where Jack Dorsey of Twitter is from. Yeah, you don't really know where Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook is from, and the Larry Pages and the Sergey Brins, that you never hear about where they went to high school or where they went to grammar school, and that they might not know so much about American culture and see everything based on a learning curve, and that that there's, like, the word distill is that things turn to vapor. You turn them to vapor, and then you cool them, and then they settle and they become another whatever image or whatever, another thing. So that these guys, they say they're in America. You don't know about their grammar schools, and you don't know about their high schools, but they're Captain America, right? So they're obviously used for a higher entity's purpose. That these may be actual given positions. That of course they may have some experience with American college, but you would have to have that sort of degree. You would have to have on some level an experience or a go around with American university, and that's basically what they know. And that the point that I'm trying to get at, that when things really go down, they would tell them, no, you would say the British, the monarch sort of people would tell them, that's not how we speak in America. That this is how we do it, that this is not appropriate. Meanwhile, what they are actually promoting is the most vicious and the most barbaric and the most sinister and also the most cyclical sort of devil's work that has ever been perpetrated on mankind or the human position, And that but they get them to a base level where they say, no, we don't speak that way in America. So then they end up bringing the hammer down on people who have no choice but to call a spade and call out the perpetrators and the actual the actual perpetrators and victimizers who's doing the actual bad dirty work. There's no way to get around it. So if you were to speak in the manner that they're telling people that they have, that the standards that they're holding people to as far as discourse, saying, well, this is proper discourse, this is called political correctness, it would be impossible to get your point through. That you would be seen as weak, you would be seen as, watered down, distilled, not really telling the truth, obfuscating, hiding all the real germ elements. And so so in order to really get over that hump, then they say, well, no, that's not appropriate. Okay, you can't, people don't actually speak. So they get them by the balls that way. Why? Because like I'm telling you, they're not actual Americans. They were put here as proxies and ad hocs to actually perpetrate the stereotypes of masculine, the latest stereotype of what is a masculine, successful, bright male, basically, or female for that matter. And that's what's going on.